Our show is now on Stitcher. Listen to us on your iPhone, Android phone, BlackBerry, and WebOS phones. Stitcher is smart radio for your phone. Find it in your app store or at Stitcher.com. Stitcher Smart Radio, the smarter way to listen to radio.
Sure is a ding-dang of a hold-down.
This is a hootenanny.
Hold-down.
Hootenanny.
Hold-down.
Hootenanny.
Hold-down.
And now, from a kitchen, in a house, in a town with 850 people, this is the Tuesday night Hootenanny, Cottage Cheese, and Farm Report. Nick Miner.
You come out stink like that. Poop mouth.
Jeremy Court.
He's clamming in your windows. He's snatching your people up.
And Sam West.
Who ate all the pecan sandies?
And now, we start the show. That's a professional opening right there. I like it.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to the Tuesday night Hootenanny, Cottage Cheese, and Farm Report. Yes, I know it's a Wednesday, but the name of the show is mostly non sequitur, so don't think into that too much. I am your host, Nick Miner, and to the east is Mr. Jeremy Corp.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Corp.
And to the west is Mr. Sam West.
Hey, y'all.
We want to start off by saying that we're getting more professional as far as how the show goes, and we've now made it to an email, a Twitter, and a Facebook account. So
That's not it, though.
That's not it?
No, we got to tell them everything.
Oh, well, no. I'm going by the paper first.
You go.
Or do you want to do this?
Yeah, let me do that.
You do this.
Okay, here we go. If you want to send us an email, our email address is tuesdaynighthoot@gmail.com. That's Tuesday and night spelled the proper way, N-I-G-H-T, and then hoot, H-O-O-T, so tuesdaynighthoot@gmail. If you want to follow us on Twitter, that'd be great. You can find us at Tuesday Night Pod. And
I don't know
Facebook.
how Twitter works. Should we keep Twitter up while we're doing the show to see if...
I think we will once more people know.
Okay.
Yeah,
know
once we
about
get
it.
some followers.
Because before the night's over, we're going to set you up a Twitter account as well.
What?
Yeah, we need you to have one.
It's
Yeah, it'll be great. Anyway, if you go to Facebook and search for the Tuesday Night Cottage Cheese and Farm Report, I missed Hootenanny, didn't I?
That's okay.
Okay. You look up Tuesday Night Hootenanny, you'll find us, and we've got a page there on Facebook, and you can like us there as well.
We're also have now made it to iTunes.
Yes.
We've also made it to Stitcher.
Stitcher.
What's a Stitcher?
Stitcher is kind of like a podcasting hosting site.
Yeah.
Mobile.
mobile
It's
stuff.
like a mobile app for
Yeah,
podcasts.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
Neato.
we're on the same mobile app as Jay and Silent Bob. They're Smodcast.
What?
Kevin Smith. Yeah, we're on that level now.
Nice.
Yeah. Not Nerdist, though. Nerdist pulled off, though.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
No, I didn't
That's
know
the
they were
one with
on
Chris
it.
Hardwick, right?
Yeah.
We mentioned that last time.
And then we are also the main podcast you can actually get at Podomatic.com. Just search Tuesday Night Hootenanny and you should be able to find it.
We'll repeat this all at the end, too.
Oh, yes.
But yeah,
And-
go to the Facebook page, like us, go to Twitter, follow us, interact.
Exactly.
It'll be great.
Yep.
Trust me.
So hopefully we'll get this more interactive. I'd like, since you have a laptop, do you have a laptop?
My wife does.
I was saying we can bring your laptops. That way you can pull that stuff up too. That way you can get in on the conversation. That way I'm not.
Ultimately, it would be
typing away
nice if we had, one main show computer and then maybe one for Facebook,
and then we
one
can
for
get
Twitter.
and then we
know.
can like interns and stuff like that to do all this shit for us. And that way we can just sit around and talk. And
Yeah, that'll happen.
we can, I get my
Molesting interns. It's not a
get
big
my
deal.
get my 10-year-old and my 14-year-old to start.
That's perfect.
Well, okay, never mind on the molesting the interns. Yeah.
I ate a biscuit today.
All right, business is out of the way.
Yep, that's good.
Fantastic.
We'll remind everybody of that later.
Yep. So we decided last week that this week we would go reminisce about a month ago, where we all went and took a trip up to Chicago to see Screeching Weasel.
Yes.
With the Queers and Sam with his
The Seething Coast.
The Seething Coast.
Yeah.
Are you a full-time member of this band?
So
Or
I'm
just
not sure. They don't play a lot of shows, but I mean the shows they do play are huge. Like usually with Screeching Weasels. So I mean, yeah, I'm totally okay with being a full-time member. I think I am. I don't know.
What happened to their bass player?
It's Matt Wu, and he plays in like 40 bands. So yeah,
Matt Will still playing?
Oh yeah.
Is he into Timmy still or
No. Brandon Carnes plays bass for the Timmies. Yeah, I'm not sure. He's in a few bands, and I guess he's just too busy, and they don't play a lot of shows. So yeah, I'll just fill in totally.
Fair enough.
Not
Cool.
really doing much else anyway. So
Gives me a reason to go to Chicago.
Just being late.
just being late. I'm being late. Wait, what?
No, they are.
Oh, okay.
Not you.
I was like,
You're
I was
prompt.
here on time, dick.
You almost got here at the same time as me.
What?
Yeah.
I even
Yeah.
ran by mom's house. I swear to God, I'm pregnant because I just, man, on the way here, I was just like, fuck, I'm hungry. I got one of those gas station chicken sandwiches with bacon. Like the bottom was cardboard and the top was mashed potatoes, kind of. Like it was just the fucking worst sandwich I've ever had. And I destroyed that thing.
Because the way you were talking about it made it sound great.
Oh,
Sounds like
no.
a wonderful, wonderful sandwich. And what gas station?
Oh, no, the
can I go
best,
get this
best
at?
gas station food on the planet is in Arkansas, in rural Arkansas. I had a hot dog. I swear to shit, this was in a gas station. It wasn't a special thing. It was a hot dog, like half the length of this table. I had a picture of it on my old phone. I mean, it was like
Wow.
Ron Jeremy size around and like, you know, a good foot and a half long. And I mean, yeah, fuck this gas station food. And I had one of those, it's like, God damn it, the tornado wraps or whatever.
Yeah, like the
I'm gonna
Cholitos.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna shit great.
I'm scared. I'm scared to eat one of those things.
Oh, they're good, man. You pay for it.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
So I think that trip to Chicago was like the first time the three of us had ever gone any place at the
Together
same
in
time.
a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Really long time. So,
Because we went to like Warped Tour and Green Day. I think
Green Day was the last time we actually were at a show
and I
and
just
I-
graduated
all together.
high school.
Yeah, you did.
and what year did you graduate?
2002.
God, see, it feels longer ago than that.
Really?
I mean, it was almost 10 years, but it seems like it was like the late 90s.
Because that's when Mussolini's camel toe surfaced.
Yes.
Because you were watching the History Channel, and I'll be damned if Mussolini didn't have a beautiful camel toe.
It actually wasn't even Mussolini, though.
Oh,
It
was it?
You're going to love this. It was a pile of deceased Jewish people. We were watching a documentary.
It was wasn't it on World War II? And someone
Yeah, we
weren't
were
they talking about Mussolini?
we-
though?
I mean,
The
he
three
had
of
to be
us-
part of the equation somehow. I mean,
Yeah, the three of us were sitting around watching the History Channel. Was the History Channel even on at that point? It might
I
have been
think it
just-
was just started. or
It might have
something
been the
like that.
Discovery. I don't know. And we were watching some documentary on Mussolini because we're fucking party animals, clearly. And there was a pile of
I'm like being in your mid-20s watching Discovery Channel.
Exactly.
Before you go to a concert.
they were
with a
showing.
17-year-old.
Yeah. What the fuck were we thinking? And not only that, we were transporting them across state lines.
It's true.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So yeah, no, there was like a pile of bodies. You know, I want to tread lightly here for some reason.
Why?
One of them looked like they really had a camel toe, and I don't think it was me who came up with Mussolini's camel toe, but it was
Well, the term someone said about Mussolini. Either
Yeah.
it was on the show, or someone was mentioning that. Well, they just talked about Mussolini.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, it was a beautiful moment.
For some,
That
one of
I
us,
hold
one of
near
us
to
said
my
it,
heart.
and we all died laughing.
Of course.
And Nick eventually, years later, turned it into like
I tried to do this.
You had, like,
little-
2 or 3
this little
songs. You had, like,
Techno,
a mice-
techno. I thought it was a like.
It was the idea that we originally had for
Yes.
it that we never really did.
Yes.
Yeah. It was supposed to be like a goofy, techno, ridiculous thing that none of us ever had time for,
Yeah,
except you.
I did. Yeah. I don't know how I have time to do any of this stuff.
Oh yes, topics. That's right. Oops.
Anyway, if you go to MySpace, I'm sure it's still there.
No, it's not. It's not anymore.
Oh, it's not
Oh, did you
okay.
make it go away?
Yeah, I actually deleted my MySpace account the other day. Yeah.
I'd never check it. I probably ought to.
I deleted one, and then, oh gosh, I can't even remember now. I think I may still have one, but there's nothing there. Like no friends, no nothing.
Yeah.
And I wonder if the Dysfunction site is still up.
No, it's not. They got rid of because
It was on 50 megs, wasn't it? Or
No, it wasn't on Fiction. It wasn't Angel Fire. What was the other one?
GeoCities.
GeoCities. They
No,
got.
I'm talking about the Dysfunction's MySpace.
Oh no, I don't know. I know that they got rid of GeoCities.
I remember that I emailed Josh, and I don't know how many years ago this was, to get, because like when him and I had our falling out, he changed the password. That's good, like kicking out a lover and changing the locks, basically. You know.
It's part of the divorce.
Yeah. And all I wanted to do was get on there to sell off, cheaply, mind you, the rest of the T-shirts. Because I think in my office, I've got maybe 10 shirts left in super fat guy sizes. Like they're all double XLs. And I'm like, well, I'll get on the MySpace page. We have enough friends to sell them all off for like $5 a piece. But he's like, what do you want it for? I'm like, where the fuck do you want to know if I want it for? Just give me the goddamn password. And that's pretty much
I
where it
put
ended.
feet on there.
Yeah. So if
Crush videos.
gross. So if anybody wants a Dysfunction shirt and want to know what the Dysfunctions are first, There's no way to find out. But if you want a good, high-quality black T-shirt for $5, email TuesdayNightHoot@gmail.com.
Yes, dear.
Is it going to be a problem if I use my mixer?
No.
Do we get
go
to have
ahead.
some of the
Might as
batter?
well. It's fun. It's part. It'll be
All right.
part of the show.
I doubt it's going to pick it up anyway. Because I
Lick
mean,
the bowl.
do we get beers when you're done?
Beers or beaters?
Beaters.
Beaters. There's only 2 beaters.
I'll
Well,
lick
you
the
guys know.
bowl. I don't give a shit. I'm a grown ass man.
Honey Badger don't care.
Honey Badger don't care.
We've got drops.
We've got drops.
We told you we're going professional.
This is awesome.
So now we have to have nicknames like the Bear and the Bobcat and the Dick Cheese or whatever.
The Wild Man. The News.
And then all kinds of goofy sounds and shit.
Yep.
I mean, these are actually fun. You know, they're not tragic like most radio drops.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. But there'll be more.
Great. We'll keep it up.
It's awesome. I can actually hear the
Play the
mixer,
hamburger.
but it's not that loud, so
Play the
it's fine.
hamburger one.
The hamburger.
Yes.
Will this administration ever bring the Hamburglar to justice?
So, Sam, I guess the thing that kind of started all of us going up to Chicago was you calling and letting us know you were playing that show.
Yeah.
How did that all happen?
Jason knows Ben, and they're pretty close, I guess. And Ben asked if he wanted to come up and open, and you don't turn a show like that down. I mean, it's huge. I think there was 1,500 people there. I'm not sure what Reggie's capacity is, but it's
It was a lot.
yeah, it's a good sized venue, and it was sold out within a few days, I think, or a couple, maybe a week. It sold out pretty quick.
Yeah, it did.
But Jason got asked to play the show, and they needed a bass player, and I've been a Screeching Weasel and Queers fan for a really long time, so there was just no way I was going to turn that down. And it was.
To be honest, I got a little jealous that they asked you to go too.
What is it?
I don't know.
Are you friend? Do you and Jason talk at all, or?
Every now, well, we always see each other always at Walgreens. It's always at fucking Walgreens that I see him. It's like, we need to get
lambskin condoms.
yeah, exactly. We need to get together, man. I was like, well, you've got my number. Give me a call.
Oh, yeah.
Burp, burp, burp. I've never heard from him ever again.
I really hope you did that too while you were talking.
I wish I
You had
did.
a stroke moment.
I don't know about you guys, but I actually had tickets to Weasel Fest,
Yeah.
the 3-day thing, and man, it seemed like I was getting fucked left and right.
Oh, yeah.
Because I bought that ticket, and I don't think we need to go into the South by Southwest incident. I mean, if you want to know, just Google Ben Weasel or Screeching Weasel in South by Southwest, and you'll find out everything you need to know. But that ended up getting canceled. And then a lot of those bands that were going to be playing that night anyway, that they just rescheduled in the same city, because I think Dan Vapid and the Cheats, I think at the time they were called Dan Vapid and the Imposters, went ahead and decided to play a show Friday night because they were going to be there anyway, or Dan Vapid was. And I think Simon Lamb's in that band too, and
Simon Lamb, which one is
he was in the Riverdales, I believe.
Oh, is
wasn't
he
he?
the bass
bass
player?
player for the Riverdales.
I
yeah.
thought the. Okay, no, never mind. It's the Jetty Boys guy.
Wait.
That was
The bass player of the Riverdales.
Yeah, Danny Vap moved to guitar, and they grabbed bass player.
So it was like a 4-piece then.
yeah.
Yeah, for that last record, that Tarantula, they're a 4-piece.
That's horse shit to me.
Oh, it sounded awesome.
Have you heard the
It might
record?
have I haven't heard it, but
Oh shit!
It makes perfect.
It's
When you hear the record, they
Really?
totally utilized it without going too far. But
it reminds me, and you're a huge Ramones fan, so I mean, you can
Yeah.
back this up or debunk it or whatever. But it sounded like how the Ramones kind of got like bigger sound like as their career went on. Like that's what it reminds me of at least.
It's like when they kind of got like right after, oh Jesus, can't remember now. But by the time they did that Phil Spector record, End of the Century, Road to Ruin, that was the record right before it. It sounds like very Road to Ruin era Ramones.
oh yeah, which
you
is
know,
awesome.
It's like when they stopped just doing straightforward bass guitar, going to do the exact same thing the whole way through. It kind of went that way, and it was really good. It's a good record. I've got it. I'll let you listen to it. So where was? Oh yeah. So Friday, Dan Vapid and the Cheats were supposed to play, and then Saturday, Chicks Dig It were supposed to play, and they were going to play. I can't remember where they were playing now. And then the Queers were going to go ahead and play Sunday anyway, because they were opening up for Screeching Weasel that night, and they stayed at Reggie's. So I got my money refunded for Weasel Fest, and then I bought a ticket to see Chicks Dig It on Saturday, and I bought a ticket to see the Queers on Sunday. I didn't act quick enough for that.
so
Dan
did
Vapid
they
show.
play at different places then?
Yeah, they all there was a lot of bands that were in town that weekend anyway. They
Yeah.
still wanted to play, so they kind of spread out. And then, this isn't any of the band's fault, but I wasn't able to go. Shit just kind of hit the fan. So I bought tickets for one. It got refunded. I bought all these other tickets. I'm like, God damn it, I'm going to go ahead and see these bands. Because I'm like, at the time, I'm like, nobody wants me to fucking see Screeching Weasel ever.
Ever,
You know?
yeah.
Because like a couple years
Was that
before
the
that.
first time you saw him?
Yeah, it was.
Really?
A couple years before that, I got to see the Riverdales. When they put out right before Invasion USA came out, they played at Reggie's, and I went up to, it was April 2008 and got to see them. I was going to see them again because they were playing that Saturday. So all this shit's going on, and then it all just goes to crap for one reason or another. So when you called me and told me you were doing this, I'm like, well, I was kind of reluctant to buy a ticket in the first place.
I fear that.
I'm like, who's he going to punch?
History's going to repeat itself.
Yeah. And then when you called, I'm like, all right, I'll go ahead and take the chance. So.
Well, that, like I don't know. I was expecting more, I guess, backlash at the show. Like I figured somebody would talk some shit, or somebody would
I half
some kind
expected-
of stupid shit.
I
you
half
know.
expected like protesters,
Yeah, at least
like
somebody.
yeah,
like
exactly.
feminine rights. Is that the
And
right
there was,
word?
and maybe out front, I didn't see any.
I didn't see a
really
thing, and I was
see
in and
anything.
out all night.
But I mean, everybody's got these opinions. Like we've all got our opinions about like the South by Southwest incident, but like really, I mean, if I was in issues, I would have probably done the exact same thing. And people talk all this shit about him being a total jackass. I've met him twice. He's super nice. He's a super friendly guy, and like
I think he's from what I've read, I think he's more of a down when it comes to business. He's about business.
well, and that's what
Kinda-
you got to be. Like this
kinda
is what he
thing.
does for a living.
and I think a lot of people, and I can probably preface this by saying a lot of younger people who are still in that. It's all about the music, man.
oh, that's horse shit.
It's horseshit. Yeah, you should have fun doing what you do for a living, and you should care about the music. But at the end of the fucking day, bottom line, if you're not 19, you probably got kids to feed and bills
yeah,
to pay.
yeah,
Exactly. So if he's being cautious with his money and worried about he did not want to go to Austin, Texas, because you go to South by Southwest,
But you only get paid
$250
$250.
to split 4 or 5 ways.
And
at
they were
that point.
charging like what, $25 at the door for that show, or $20?
Yeah,
something?
and you're basically paying for celebrities and industry people. You cannot get into a club at South by Southwest.
No.
I mean, especially not for a big band. So you're going basically just to play a show for a bunch of people who probably don't give two shits about you anyway. So Paris Hilton can go strolling through.
He doesn't know what the hell's going on at South
Yeah.
by Southwest. She
So
just
I-
knows that there's a camera there.
Yeah, exactly. So I can completely see his annoyance with having to play there in the first place. And the only thing that kind of pissed me off about that, sure, be mad at the way he reacted, but do not call it some sort of anti-feminist or spousal. I mean, that's what I kept seeing thrown around.
Yeah.
Was
It's not like in the headlines there's constantly like, oh, Ben Weasel and wife, go to,
right, and because that wasn't what it was. I mean, it was a.
And let me make myself clear. I don't think hitting women is right. I don't think it's okay. I think it's
I don't
hitting-
think
hitting
anybody
any-
really does. I don't personally believe that hitting anybody
Anybody.
is okay. I'm a pretty non-violent guy myself, but it's hard to say what I would do in a situation where someone who's 5 feet away from me is spitting at me
Throwing ice in
and
your
throwing
face.
ice and full beers and everything. You can't blame anybody for snapping, and he said that he regretted it. He apologized, done and done.
And then did he call security or anything like this on, or was it
He
just
did.
kind of
He
a-
tried to call security numerous times.
There you
but
go.
this chick that was up front throwing and
She was
spitting
friends
shit,
with the bar owner or
Yep,
something.
she was
right?
friends
So,
with the
yeah,
owner.
so-
If it was any other no name, they would have been escorted out the second it happened. But because she was buddies with the bar owner, she got to chuck as much shit as she wanted.
Well, see, and the part that I hate the most about all this is that the Riverdales aren't doing anything new right now. I mean, the new
And that-
Screeching Weasel record is great, and the new lineup is great.
Yeah, I agree.
But I fucking love the Riverdales. I breathe the Riverdales. I fucking
no,
love
honestly,
it.
you and I are in complete agreement there. I actually like the Riverdales a little bit more than
Yeah,
Screeching
Oh, yeah.
Weasel.
I'd third that opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if you kind of go back over the last 25 years, you can find Screeching Weasel records that weren't that great or subpar. I mean, the first self-titled album, about half of it's not that great. I was never a huge fan of emo, that particular record.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 thing with me as far as Screeching Weasel albums go, whether I like it or not. About half the catalog I like, half I
Yeah, there are a lot of songs
stand.
I'll skip over. Whereas the Riverdales, I can listen to the entire record.
Exactly.
Every record they've put out.
They put out 5 records, and they're great, start to finish.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, it sucks, and I don't know. after some of the shit he was saying on stage about Dan Vapid, it's
It kind of sounded like you wanted to like be friends again. Like, that's the impression I got. I don't know. Well, I mean, unless I was just kind of
was he putting on a show a little bit, trying to
well, we'll get
stir
there
up
because
stuff
I've got
up?
my opinions on a lot of that that stage.
And I also
matter,
feel
too.
bad because like, and I hate when bands I like don't like each other. Like now he doesn't like Teenage Bottle Rocket. Like there's a riff there.
Yeah, I hated hearing that.
Yeah,
you know,
I know
when he was
you know.
talking about it.
It almost makes me feel guilty for liking Teenage Bottle Rocket. You know, it's like Teenage Bottle Rocket's like the stepmom, and Ben Weasel's like my dad. 'Cause I've been listening to him forever. You know, and now like I don't know.
Sam, who do you want to live with?
Daddy Ben.
Daddy Ben.
Daddy Ben.
Okay.
You know, Teenage Bottle Rocket would probably buy me cooler shit, but you know, Daddy
Right,
Ben will
right.
be there for me.
Well, in the world where we're siblings, I'm going to be the kid that goes back and forth and plays each one for whatever I can get.
Good man.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Good man.
It's like if Ben's going to buy me, you know, Grand Theft Auto 5, I'll be with him that weekend. If Teenage Bottle Rocket's got cooler shit, they want to take me out to dinner, you know, I'll
Looking
go,
back,
I'll
I
go
kind of
there.
wish I would have done that with my parents. Just played each, you know.
Your parents divorced?
They're divorced
How long have they been divorced?
since I was probably 11, 10.
Oh, wow,
11,
I didn't know
something.
that.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Hmm.
That way I could get more crap. I mean, I guess I did have. There was a time where I was being bought stuff all the time because I got this like.
You went through that with
Oh yeah, when Dad got the new girlfriend, that's when I started getting.
Was she prettier than Mommy?
No one's ever prettier than Mom.
I was gonna give us one of those with the screens on.
Oh, shit. We could have had a drop right there.
Could have had a drop.
We need an intern.
You're clearly gay.
That's right.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to hide that because he's gonna just keep sneaking.
Yes, I will.
every now and then.
Like in the middle, you're going to be giving us a heartfelt soliloquy about some colon polyp, and I'm going to hit that.
Soliloquy about a colon polyp?
Heartfelt soliloquy.
Sorry.
I went to the doctor, found the tumor.
You got any biscuits for sale in there?
Where were we?
It doesn't matter. We had a sling blade drop. I mean,
Quit interrupting!
All right, we'll stop interrupting.
All right, so when did you head up?
I didn't leave until right before the show. Like we got up there 10 minutes before we needed to load in. Like timing was actually really good. We even stopped and had McRibs. You know, that
Awesome.
was- yeah.
So that text I got from you asking if we were there yet, you probably just gotten there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had just gotten there, loaded in, and even just the whole experience is great. The staff was not. I'm not trying to blow Reggie's or Screeching Weasel. It was just a good experience. Everybody was super friendly.
No, I think
and,
that's the third
helpful.
time I've been to Reggie's, and I
like
had a
that
good
place.
experience.
Oh yeah,
every
like
time.
the bouncers weren't dicks. Like I had to go back and forth between like.
The wife didn't like the place.
It was
I don't think your wife liked anything about that show.
Well, because she's short and she can't see when she's down on the floor, so she needs a balcony to.
they had a balcony.
But you couldn't see shit because you had all these hipsters sitting in the front. It's true.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't go up there.
Oh, you didn't? You were up there.
I walked up there briefly.
But you were fucking drunk, so you weren't.
Nope,
even
I was
paying
not fucking drunk. I had nothing but beer all night. If I drink nothing but beer all night, it's impossible for me to be fucking drunk.
I disagree with that. I think you just don't know that you're drunk.
No, trust me. I'll show you drunk
All
bitches.
right. Your inhibitions were lowered.
Thanksgiving.
I was having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't stone cold sober, but
Good time. I like the show.
Yeah, you enjoyed the show.
I like the,
She liked the bands.
I like the bands because Nick made me a CD and I totally just took it out of the CD player.
Yeah, I made her a CD of Screeching Weasel and the Queers for her to listen to because I thought she was just going to be kind of, all right, well, listen to the band. And of course, she didn't. I played it for her once. She wasn't interested at all. She wanted to listen to the Decemberists.
my wife won't listen to music that I say she should listen to at all anymore. Won't happen. But I got a funny story of making your wife look or listen or watch something later.
Oh, sweet.
If we get to it. It was pretty funny.
Oh, we can
this
get to
weekend. All right, so Chicago, you're there.
Yep.
You guys get there. We get there, and I've got a good friend up there who's been a friend of mine, Jesus, long time. I think I met him 98, 99, 2000, somewhere in there. And he had already come down to the south side where we stayed, where Reggie's is, to kind of wait for us. We checked into the hotel. And, Nick, you know part of this, but I'm gonna go ahead and start at the beginning. When we got there to our hotel. Really nice building. Super nice inside. Free parking the whole nine. I got a pretty solid deal given where we were at in the city. Now, my wife is from a teeny tiny town, okay? Now, I'm not going to bother with the name because our Kansas listeners aren't going to know what the hell I'm talking about. But
It's called Google Maps. Use it.
yeah, okay, Dive Run in Illinois. And my wife, she's far from a racist, and you can't even necessarily call her a reverse racist.
Oh,
either.
she didn't call like the bellhop Jackson or anything, did she?
No, nothing like that. I don't even know what the word is. What is the word in when you're not racist, but you think every other race is racist against you? Is there a word for that?
Sure there is.
Okay, so we get to the hotel.
I have no idea.
I don't either. It's got to be a condition of some kind. We go, we check in, and I'm just marveling how nice this place is because that area of Chicago is really run down. I don't necessarily think it's a bad area, but I mean we went past a lot of abandoned factories and closed down shops, and it may just be a sign of the recession.
Well, we walked with you back to your hotel, and it didn't look too bad.
No, and see, there was a lot of housing projects in that area as we were coming back, but like that strip that our hotel...
I was just going...
Yeah.
Okay.
The strip of our hotel down to Reggie's, there's very little. Like I said,
Yeah, there
abandoned
was
factories. And actually, do you guys remember that comp that came out probably 10 years
Oh,
ago?
the oil one? The
Yeah.
thick,
Yeah.
It was recorded right in that area in one of those abandoned factories.
sweet.
Yeah. Anywho's, we get there, we go in, and we're checking in, and it's shit that I'm not even picking up on. I check in, I'm going around, and then finally she's like, we're the only white people, honey. And I'm like,
All right.
yeah, okay. She's like, you don't think that's weird? And I'm like, no, they just had all we've seen is like maybe one guest and like two people working at the front counter. She's like, oh, all right. And I'm like, well, what's your deal? She's like, well, I don't know. I just feel out of place. And I swear to you, she's not
I'm
racist.
not tan enough.
She just automatically assumes that people of other races don't like her because she's white. You know?
Well, it's true. Like, I can't order at Chinese restaurants. Like, I don't, I just go in, I'm like, oh, this, and they all treat me like shit.
And
I
it
don't
may
know.
come from like a very real place because I've been in that same situation. You go to a Chinese restaurant and you try to order, and they just look at you like, oh, please.
Like, you're a dick.
Come on, round eyes. Get your shit together.
Oh, yeah. Like, I always feel so uncomfortable at Chinese restaurants. And, like, I know they're not doing it on, I think they're not doing it on purpose.
Exactly. And it's like, you're
Maybe,
fine.
maybe I look like a vengeful Chinese god in mythology or something. Maybe I do. Maybe that's why they all hate me.
If there actually is vengeful Chinese gods, I'm sure they look like white people.
Tall white people with tattoos. That's what they
Yeah,
look
exactly.
like. I bet we could find it on Ancient
They all look
Aliens.
like Grizzly Adams.
It's true. 'Cause I do. I'm gonna start referring to Jeremy as our Ancient Aliens theory. What is it? What do they call those on Ancient Aliens? The Ancient Alien Theorist, something like that. What the fuck? God damn it! It's on the tip of my tongue. I was watching that with the fuckwad with the hair,
Yeah.
and the fake tan.
What is this? I don't
You've
know.
never watched Ancient Aliens?
No.
It's worth watching just for the fucking people. There's this guy, Greg and I were watching it, and he's got this nasty fucking scraggly beard and these big chapped lips, and we call him Pussy Monster.
Rightfully so.
Oh god, he's just a champion. I don't remember what his name is. We got a Google machine that, but that, and then there's this guy named like Gregory Van Holden Puss. I don't know what his last name is. And he's got like his hair fucking. He's got probably like 5 or 6 inch long hair that's just fucking
Straight up.
straight
Yeah.
up, and like this spray tan. Find
And
a picture of him. show
How old
Jeremy.
is this guy?
Yeah.
Probably I don't know. Not too much older than us,
Oh, okay.
but he looked like a.
Well, the way you're
total
describing it sounds
fuckhead.
like a 60-year-old guy with like.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. This guy knows better.
All right. I'll let him look this up. So, we checked in. It was great. Yada, yada, yada.
We're being stared at.
We're being stared at.
No, I'm just enjoying your story.
Oh, okay, great. So anyway, yada, yada, yada.
Ancient aliens.
We go ahead and we walk down to the bar. Ryan's already told me. It was pretty easy to find. I know my way around. Can you put that on the blog right now?
I will.
Put it on our Facebook page. Something. You got to see this guy. I can't believe I've never seen him before.
And that's the first when I saw that guy. It was a commercial for that show, and he just was like, aliens. That's all he says.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Like the South Park spoof of Ancient Aliens, like the most recent episode, is pretty much dead on. They're like, well, there's nothing in history that says it wasn't aliens, so it might have been. Like that's their argument on everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
There's no.
Well,
they have no
that's-
definitive answers. They're
and that
saying,
all comes
"Oh,
from-
possible."
the argument on religion. You know,
Well, just give me a show then saying, oh, it's possible that I shit in the oatmeal.
I was actually
don't know.
watching that before I came here.
Oatmeal.
I was watching that before I came here, and there was all these cave drawings, and they all had dicks. Every single cave drawing, and they're like, "Oh, it's a spaceman." I guess spacemen walk around with their dicks hanging, just swinging while they're walking.
no, that was pretty commonplace in cave drawings back then. That's how they
For
differentiated.
the spacemen,
Sure.
for the rocket people.
It's like
Oh, they referred to them as star people. I
they would draw
apologize.
dicks on things to distinguish when in cave drawings male and female.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what does it.
Aliens.
That's what
Oatmeal.
We walk to the bar, meet up with Ryan, have some drinks. You show up. You don't look the happiest.
No, well, I was all right. I didn't like paying for the cab ride.
And let's get your wife back in here.
What was going on? We weren't mad or anything like that.
She was.
She was?
I'm pretty sure she was.
Were you mad at me? No, she wasn't mad at me.
She was pretty unhappy.
Oh, she was.
Let's get her in here and talk about the
she was-
hotel room situation.
Oh shit!
Sam, give her a mic. Okay, so you guys show up. Neither of you seem very thrilled. And go ahead.
Well, I wasn't very thrilled. A week, 2 weeks before we had planned to go to Chicago, I said, "Hey, Nick, did you get a hold of Jeremy? And maybe we could stay at the same hotel. That way, we could have a little fun and stay."
And he
in the
did,
same-"
and I told him the exact point when I booked my room and the price and the cost and exactly where to go. Continue.
So we get down to downtown Chicago, and I had asked, even before he booked the room, I said, "Is that Jeremy's hotel?" And he goes, "No." When I checked a week later, the hotel was already booked up. So, fine and everything. I said, "Well, make sure they have parking at the hotel, because I know that downtown Chicago parking costs at least $30 to $40 a night for parking." And so I said, "Well, does it have parking?" It's like, "Oh yeah, it has parking." I said, "Is this about the same amount of price?" He goes, "Well, it's a little bit more expensive than the room that we could have gotten at Jeremy's hotel," which, by the way, is the same hotel. They stayed at the South Loop Hotel, and we stayed at the Central Loop Hotel.
Central Loop Hotel sucks ass, by the way.
I couldn't do the job. Go ahead, you're doing great.
So we get to the hotel. And we pulled up, and I got out and
Hey, I'm just
asked-
wondering, did this hotel have free parking?
No, it did not. Well, it did. It had a discounted rate parking. Granted, in downtown Chicago, there's only 1 million parking garages on every block. And
So we didn't know
picked-
what the hell parking garage it was supposed to be at. I could have dropped her off, and she could have gone in to tell me where the parking structure was.
No.
But he was like, "No,
Why
we'll
should she?
just go to the next parking a block away."
Well, my stupid thing, and I was thinking, well, the block away one, that must be for the hotel. It must be for many of the hotels that are surrounding the area. They're all.
You're using just general logic and going with the parking structure closest the hotel must be the right one.
Yes.
Who wouldn't make that deduction? That makes perfect sense to me. But anyway, I've got a feeling that it wasn't.
No,
It wasn't. We get upstairs in the hotel, and it's about the size of our kitchen.
I think it was smaller than that.
It was a tiny bedroom. It was
Oh,
a
wow.
tiny bed.
Okay.
I mean, there was-
the bed to the bathroom was from this wall to that wall, and I know that
That's about 8
you
feet.
can't see this if you're listening, but it's I'd say 8 feet.
Yeah, the room was maybe 15 feet
15 feet,
long.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
wow.
And so,
So it was
I wasn't disappointed. It was a place to stay, and I didn't really care because we were going to a show and have fun. And
And we weren't planning on staying that long anyway, but at
No.
$130, that's a pretty short time to stay in a hotel room.
what did you end up paying for parking?
it was $35.
Yeah, it was 35.
Just for
We
one
f-
overnight.
It wasn't even overnight. It was a full 24 hours.
It wasn't even a full 24
that's true,
hours.
'cause you guys got
we
there
just got
like
screwed. We
3, 4-ish, and you left like the butt crack of dawn.
yeah,
didn't
we
you?
were only
We
there
left,
for maybe
we
8
left
hours.
at 5 o'clock. in the morning.
9 hours?
You guys were there maybe 12 times.
12, whatever.
Yeah.
But we weren't there a full 24, but we still got charged a
No.
full 24.
So we get to the bar and have a drink, and then Jeremy's like, "Oh, well, let's just come back to the hotel so we can get ready and go to the show." Nick and I thought, "Yeah, that's fine." So we walk back to the hotel. We walk in their room. It's huge. Not happy. I mean, just enormous room.
And Jeremy's just stabbing at me.
And
feel
Jeremy
like
is
shit.
just,
making it
just
any
poking
worse.
it.
I'm poking at the both of them.
Poking at the
because
bear.
I'm sorry, it's fucking funny.
And then we walk. When you walk in the lobby, you can see through both sides of the building. You can see the front entrance off the street, and then in the
And I'm like,
in the,
hey, you
in
guys,
the-
you see through there?
in the
That's
back-
the free parking lot my
that
car's
was the
in.
free parking. So not only did he not book the hotel so our friends could stay together, he booked a more
Shittier
expensive room with no free parking.
I should have
That was-
just booked at the
that was
the one in
absolutely-
Chinatown.
In
then
Nick's
done with it.
defense, I don't really think, with the exception of the parking scenario, you guys staying with would have mattered. I kind of wanted you guys to stay with us, so like if we went back to our hotel bar, we could hang out in the same place. But
Yeah.
you guys had to get up so early. You guys didn't. I mean, you guys went home with the bed essentially.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Pretty
Yep.
much.
No, yeah,
No,
pretty
it
much
was
bed.
no. We went to bed.
Oh
there
my
was no
gosh.
funning around that night.
The whole time. This is a direct quote from her.
What kind of an idiot are you?
That's what she said to me the whole time.
I did not call
She-
you an idiot.
She said,
What,
What
'cause you
kind of an
didn't try?
idiot are you?
When I call you an idiot, it hurts your feelings. So I stopped saying that.
Stop it!
No, that's what I said
so
when we were in bed.
Stop touching my buttons.
So she was game and you weren't trying?
Huh? I don't think you were
Oh,
getting.
no.
Oh, because the way
No.
you're making it sound is you were
No.
like, hey, baby.
Unfortunately, she wasn't game.
Oh, all right.
No,
I gotcha.
and neither was he. So
I can't blame either one of you if you had to get up and go in that early.
yeah. So that
And well, we
was
barely got any sleep anyway because apparently there was a rave going on down the hallway.
yeah. All you heard was
I don't know how anyone can have a rave in a 15-foot room.
That's the best kind of rave.
Yeah, and the fact that the cab driver drove about 2 blocks past the hotel, he totally did not know
Oh,
where the hotel was.
But of course, you still had to pay for those 2 blocks.
Oh,
That
yeah.
wasn't that bad. That was.
I mean,
less
it doesn't add
expensive.
up to
That was a
much,
less
but-
expensive drive than the one to
Yeah, but
the
it-
bar we met you at.
It always feels like you're gonna die when you're in
Oh
a
my
Chicago
God.
cab. I mean, they're outrageously.
I felt like Bo Duke was in the car.
Next time you come to Chicago, I'll have you ride around with Ryan. Cab drivers are a walk in the park. It's crazy.
You gotta get back into asshole mode driving.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, same here.
Ah.
It's like, because Susie's like,
I
she
hate
refuses to
Chicago.
drive in Chicago, and I'm like, don't worry about it. It's totally
Nothing-
fine.
nothing
Thank you very much, Shannon,
Yes.
for coming in and filling in the blanks,
Thank you
because I
for
knew there
making
was a
me
lot
feel
of
like
blanks.
this again. Just that small again.
It's
Next time, listen to your wife. Book the hotel room
yeah.
a week or so.
Should we take a quick commercial break?
We should. And during break, Nick will kick me off the show for bringing that up. Yeah, that seems like a
And
good.
he wants all his GI Joes back.
All right.
Can't have him, fucker.
We're going to take a quick smoke break, so we'll be back shortly. And we're back. Oh, this whole-
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Yep, you got a little intro of that.
Yep.
Yeah, here we go.
So Chicago story part 2. We just got done digging me into a nice big hole.
Yeah, but it was for the sake of the show, so it's
I had a good night.
I feel like the biggest asshole in the world.
No. You shouldn't.
I got a crave case. Went back to the hotel and tried to moon some lady across the street
Awesome.
from like a 20th story window.
I wasn't allowed any White Castle on this trip.
Oh, I tore it up.
No,
I hate
that's
White
pretty
Castle.
much the same thing that happens to me, which is why I wasn't allowed it this time around.
Yep.
So, okay, we kind of got off on a tangent there with Shannon's story, which was great. It just got me kicked off the show. This will be my last episode. So, Nick and Shannon, you guys ended up coming back to our hotel to eat.
Yes. Oh, yes.
No, this is really good.
This
yeah.
is really good.
So we get to our hotel. We go to the restaurant. We just figured it's going to be the easiest place to go because of the fact that it's right there and it's really close to Reggie's. I mean, it's within walking distance. We go in. That's when I sort of begin to notice that maybe my wife was onto something. because we turned that place into a bowl of soup. I mean, we just dropped some crackers right in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, that's downloaded into to the memory bank right there.
We go to the restaurant there, and first couple people we see are not white. No big deal. And they tell us that the restaurant is, or that the dining room's closed, but if we're okay with eating at the bar, that's fine.
Which we are.
We totally were. We go up to the bar, and the reason the dining room was closed is because there was a dress rehearsal, or maybe not dress rehearsal, but a full-blown rehearsal for a murder mystery Motown
dinner theater, basically.
It's
Who Shot Fats Domino?
more or less. And that's when we realize, okay, we're in a African-American neighborhood owned and operated by African-Americans with not a white person in sight. Still, not a big deal. But
So why don't we have the Cartman, the minority song playing? Oh, well, we need to work
the
on
drops
that.
I have, I did today. So
Oh, well,
okay.
fair enough.
And the chick waiting on us, the bartender,
couldn't be any friendlier.
and
Nicest person in the
she
world.
was hot. If I was alone, I would have made an ass of myself
are
with
down with the swirl.
with this bartender. I don't know what that means, but if
My wife's even agreeing that she was hot. Oh, that's hot.
okay,
Right there.
yeah, she
Oh.
she was gorgeous, and she was wearing
Like
like
made with
this,
them vanilla Oreos.
like denim pantsuit.
Oh no.
She, yeah, she. Wow.
Did you say pantsuit and gorgeous in the same sentence?
I'm a guy, so I have no idea if pantsuit is the right terminology. I'm sure I'm wrong.
Pantsuit. When I think pantsuit, I think Hillary Clinton.
I think that or like gym teacher. I don't know. It, just,
No,
it is not a sexy sounding word like moist.
What
Like,
what was she wearing? Your girl. What was that outfit?
Say it slowly.
Yeah.
Now rub yourself a little bit while you say it.
Yeah. Keep going. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Oh no.
So anyway, we're sitting there, and we basically get to watch this entire dress rehearsal of this, entire black cast doing this murder mystery Motown weekend, and it was fucking awesome. And then here comes the part where I inadvertently throw your poor wife under the fucking bus. I get up to go to the bathroom, and the bathroom's not in the restaurant.
No, yeah, it's out in the lobby area.
Got to go through a set of doors, down the hall, blah, blah, blah. I go down there, go to the bathroom, and then I get stopped on the way back in by a woman who's basically putting the show on. And she's like, "Oh, are you guys from out of town?" She fucking knows we're from out of town. And we start talking.
Why, yes, ma'am, we are from out of town.
I'd had like 6 beers, so it probably didn't sound like that. It's probably like, "Hey, girl, I might be from out of town. You want to find out? You want to find out where I'm from?"
And she said,
You're clearly gay.
So, and I don't have the heart to tell this woman that, well, we got tickets to something else, which would have been the easiest fucking thing in the world to say.
"Sorry, we're going to another show, but thanks for the offer."
Exactly.
Done and over with.
But instead, stupid ass me, I'm like, "Yeah, we might do that. What's going on?" And we start talking, we're conversating, and she's just a sweetheart. And I'm like, "Well, I'll go check with my group that I've got with me, and we'll take it from there." So I go back to the table, and of course, I'm like 2 people down from Shannon, who's at the end. This woman comes back like 2 minutes later and walks straight up to Shannon and goes, "Oh, so I heard you guys were interested in maybe coming to the show."
It was her and another guy. Like
They were ready to do.
they were ready to
do
let's
some
buy
business.
tickets.
Yeah, there was like, let's make this happen.
You're going to bring 10 other people because I'm going to sell you 10 more tickets.
And and I just put my head down and
went back to your mini burger.
I went back to my slider and my Budweiser, and I'm like whispering to Susie, I'm like, "Holy shit, I can't believe I just did that to her." She's like, "What are you doing?"
What kind of an idiot are you?
I should have just told that woman we had tickets to something else, but right now she's totally being accosted. So I felt like an idiot. We go to the show, we come back. I'm trying to make this shorter, but we want to get food, and we can't find anything that's open. we go downstairs to the lobby. It's completely clear we're the only white people in the building. The Halloween party is like a goddamn Jay-Z video. In the bar.
People brushing dirt off their shoulders.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I've got House Party 1 and 2 on DVD, and I wasn't ready for this. I wanted and see. I had to take a shower like immediately because I was like down in the stink the whole fucking show. So I've got like sweatpants and a t-shirt on, and I go to we walk to the bar, and the guy immediately like steps in front of us, and he's like, "Excuse me." We look so fucking out of place, and I'm like, I'm just looking for food. He's like, oh, you want to go over there? To another bar. There's another bar directly across the hallway from where we ate.
Oh, I saw that. I don't think they were open at the time.
I walked in the door, and it was like that moment where the white guy walks in the black bar and the fucking music stops and every head turns.
Can we dance with your dates?
Exactly.
It was like Weird Science.
Yes, it's pretty much what it was. And Susie's hanging way back by the door. And me, I don't care. I walk straight in through there. I find a hole in the bar, and I walk right up. I'm like, hey, what's up?
See, the thing is, girls can't handle the smoke.
And I'm like, I'm just looking for food. I'm like, kitchen's closed.
Okay, have a good day.
Out the door I went.
I'm going to go find a White Castle. Sorry, I said the word white.
And like the whole 3 minutes back up to the hotel room, I'm like, I want to go to that fucking party. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I want to go to that Halloween party. Did you see those girls?
I want to do the kid and play dance.
It's like, I want to do the kid and play kick step to this.
I'm just picturing you with the kid and play haircut. And I'm liking what I see.
And the whole time, I'm watching these girls walk through one end of the hotel to the other end where the bar is, because that's where the taxi's letting all the girls out. And I'm like, I'm like, honey, I'm going to cheat on you tonight. I'm sorry.
Check out them butt cheeks.
And she's just patting me on the head going, yes, yeah, I know, dear. It's fine.
Just don't wake me up.
Yeah, just keep
Before
it
you go.
Keep it down. And I keep going on about wanting to go to the party. Finally, she's like, you know what? I'm tired. Why don't you go to that party? She's like, you go on down there. See how it goes. But no, it never happened. We ordered a pizza. It was delicious. Got up, went to breakfast the next day. But it was a really cool experience. It was just hilarious that I had no idea that the hotel I'd booked a room for was... And see, that's how stupid I am. There can't be such a thing as a black hotel.
No.
No.
It doesn't say it on Expedia, this is a black hotel.
No, exactly. And we already said we're staying there again. I mean, it was great.
Yeah,
It was a nice hotel
on
for just
Strom Thurmond Street.
But no, we had a really good experience. It was awesome. We loved it, and we'll go again next time we go up that way. But next time I'm going to
It's
that
pretty
party.
badass.
That's right, it was badass. Did anything exciting happen to you?
I pretty much told. I mean, my whole night was exciting.
Yeah.
I was
You
walking
got
around
to-
full mast the whole night.
I mean, Joe Queer, Ben
Joe
Weasel.
Queer, Ben Weasel, all the guys from Screeching Weasel, all the guys from the Queers. You know, then a lot of food and booze at the hotel, trying to moon a lady, telling everybody I was Jason Perry. He was all terrified we were going to fuck up the hotel room, so I was all drunk. I'm walking around. We tried to go to the hotel bar. It was already closed, and I just kept walking around going, I'm Jason Perry from Springfield, Illinois. I work at the Hilton. I'm Jason Perry.
This is my phone number. This is my social.
I thought about doing that, and I'm like, that might be a little far, but, you know, whatever. But everybody looked at us, because this was like a fancy hotel. It was like a fancy Hyatt. So here it was me, Damon, Bronner, Mark, one of the guys that came with Damon and Jay, and then Jay.
You say Damon, you mean Zach Damon? Or
No,
something?
Damon Soper, the drummer.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And, yeah, so we walk in, we're all, you know, looking like us, and everybody's just
Right.
looking at us like, oh, my.
Look at those ruffians.
Yeah,
You're clearly
they were
gay.
just- somebody looked at Jay and Damon, some drunk chick, and just went, rock and roll!
Awesome.
Yeah, that was that. I don't remember a lot of the evening because I might have been just a touch intoxicated with all the free tall boy PBRs in the green room.
Yeah, mine weren't free, fucker.
Oh, mine were all free. And I drank a lot of them.
No, I did too. I paid for mine, though. I just didn't drink any whiskey.
Yeah. I think I had a shot with the bartenders as we were leaving. I have a cool picture. There was some chick dressed up like Joan Benet Ramsey.
Oh, my God,
We
that's
got a
awful.
picture with
Wow.
her. It was fantastic. She was all tiny and short too, so I mean, maybe it was Jumping A. Ramsey. Maybe she's like Elvis or Michael Jackson. She's not really dead.
They're everywhere.
Let's put that in the blog.
So what do you think's going to happen?
Jumping A. Ramsey in Chicago.
Jumping A. Ramsey found.
What do you think's going to happen when the staff from Penn State figures out how to get to Neverland or like Never Land? So what is that like the apocalypse? Is
Neverland
that
Valley
happens?
Ranch.
No,
that's
That's the real place. I'm talking about the Peter Pan place where
just gonna say-
nobody ever grows up. That's like a fucking. That's kind of like their mecca or something, right? I mean,
Well, yeah. Well, it's not Penn State. It's
Jerry Sandusky.
Jerry Sandusky.
Everybody else covered for him. They might as well.
They might as well. Guilty by association, just for.
I think what they ought to do is just take some Cheese Whiz, spray it on their peckers, and unleash a bunch of hungry honey badgers. See what happens.
Honey badger don't care. Whoa, watch out, says that bird.
So what else is new? What else is going on?
Well, tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
It is.
Happy Thanksgiving, Wichita
Gobble,
on the
gobble.
Iron Curtain. Wichita on the Iron Curtain.
no one
That sounds
from-
like
on the Iron
like a Tom Selleck film.
No, that's the name of the band we're going to inevitably start.
Wichita on the Iron Curtain.
I like it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
But no one listened from Russia. They just happened to visit the podcast.
Oh well.
They were probably.
I think we need to get on.
I think the word farm is throwing
Oh.
people off, which is fine with
Well,
me.
we ought to rename it the Turnip AK-47 Report. And vodka. Don't forget that.
the turnip waiting 7 hours in line for bread.
In Soviet Russia,
Vodka.
road forks you.
Vodka and wives for sale.
No, I debate if I even want you to say this on air, but were you able to get a total number of downloads?
Oh, I did write. Total number of downloads is 19.
What?
19 downloads.
How about iTunes?
161
Page views?
Page views. iTunes, you won't be able to find out how many were downloaded from iTunes.
We did get a nice 5-star review, though, so whoever that was, thanks.
Thank you.
But no, with iTunes, it you generate how many downloads from the original place that the podcast is hosted. So if anyone downloads it from iTunes, it'll go back to Podomatic and say, "Hey, someone downloaded that."
Gotcha.
So, but I'd rather people get it from Stitcher because there's an affiliate program and they can get some cheddar out of that, so we can get some new equipment. Also,
Should I not say anything bad about Stitcher on air?
no, because before
You will get butt fucked.
right now we just lost the affiliation. No, but before the podcast will start, I actually have a script to read.
Oh, is that how it's going
Yeah.
So when this goes to iTunes and Podomatic for download form, there's going to be...
There's going to be a script that I'm going to read that says, "Hey, you can download the Stitcher app and yada yada yada."
Okay.
So
How do they know if you did it or not? Just out of
I don't know. That's the only thing.
They can't have some guy sitting in a warehouse fucking listening.
No, I don't think Kirk Cameron's up to anything. Maybe he's
That's what we need. We need a celebrity to read that in the front of our podcast.
I don't think Kirk Cameron's going to do that. Maybe what's
no, wait, we can say
what's
Jesus
Boner
will.
doing these days?
Boner's dead, you asshole. He died? Is he dead? They found...
Oh, that's right. He did
found him
die.
dead.
I forgot about that.
Like a,
Oh, I feel like an asshole.
Some gutter in Canada.
Oh, you're getting haunted by Boner now. Way to go. If that's true, I'm getting haunted by Lady Di, Michael Jackson, Michael J. Fox when he dies. Because
Every
Jennifer and I
Jewish
were-
faith.
Hey, Nick.
Jennifer and I were driving around, her car alignment's all off, so it shakes. My hand was on the wheels like, hey, look, I'm Michael J.
I
Fox.
forgot that they found Boner. That Boner died.
Are you still dating Jennifer?
Yeah.
Oh, you're really cool.
And making Michael J. Fox jokes. We had an excellent Holocaust joke out in the garage while we were smoking. So what did
Go ahead.
Shannon said, she said, all mistakes are funny, and I looked at her and said, not the Holocaust.
Oh no.
It was a lot funnier in the garage. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, you had to be there.
I don't think you
Like
can.
the Holocaust.
You can.
That is terrible. I love Jewish people.
You can't duplicate humor.
You can't duplicate Holocaust humor.
Stop it!
I think the Grimace one needs to get played now.
Here, we'll just play all of them here.
All right.
Here's all the drops.
What's that?
The no cat.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen that?
I don't think so,
No, it's awesome.
but I like it.
If we play a game, we have.
That was in stereo.
That was in stereo. If we play a game, if we do a question wrong, there's a wrong answer, and there's a right answer.
Oh, we need a game next week.
I know.
Yep.
I'm stupid.
Which is what I think when I book hotels.
I'm stupid.
Number 5, you can't really hear that well.
Cookie Puss, I will eat your soul.
Everybody ought to know that.
I love that one.
Nothing can kill the Grimace. Will this administration ever bring the Hamburglar to justice?
That's what I hear when most women talk.
It's pretty badass. Honey Badger don't care. Whoa, watch out, says that bird.
And then
Stop it!
You got any biscuits for sale in there?
You're clearly gay. What kind of an idiot are you?
Oh no.
Quit interrupting!
and then what? There we go. So that's all I got so far, but there should be
It's a
more.
great start.
It is a good start.
Tune in next week where the soundboard hosts the show. When Nick just goes down the keys and goes one after the other.
So this happened.
And then this.
What?
Followed by.
I'm excited about a game. What kind of game should we do? I think that ought to be a Twitter thing. Maybe
What,
people
game?
need to follow us on Twitter
What
and
kind of
tell us
game
what
should
kind
we
of game
play?
we should play.
Yeah.
We could. Well, with
At Tuesday Night Pod.
at Tuesday Night Pod, we could also, if anyone wants to play the game, once we get the headphone thing situation where we can all hear what's going on there and more clearly, we can do like games through Skype. Have someone call in through Skype and play the game or something like that, and they can win nothing.
Yeah.
They can win.
No, we can come up with something.
we
They
can-
mail them some pubes. Or
we can give them
something.
a dysfunctions T-shirt,
Yeah. There you go. If you're really fat,
quadruple extra large.
you want a dysfunction t-shirt.
Does your mom need a new moo?
If the mom from What's Eating Gilbert Grape needs new attire.
Damn it! No, I wish I had a Gilbert grape drop.
I don't want to take a bath.
Such a depressing movie has never been any funnier.
Oh my gosh, I should turn my mic off when I laugh that hard.
Oh man.
Okay, where are we at?
Oh well, if we want to do a full hour, we've got about 3 minutes left.
Oh geez, that's
We
all
can
the
come up
further
with some
we've
kind of
gone.
bullshit for 3 minutes.
Okay. Do you guys watch Twin Peaks?
No.
Or have you ever watched
No,
Twin
but I
Peaks?
want to.
Okay.
I know it sounds stupid. I do.
No,
I
no,
heard
you
people
should.
talk
I have
about
no
it.
interest.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
That's it?
Yeah.
You don't want to watch it.
I just don't. I'm just not feeling it.
What's making you not feel it? What could I tell you to make you feel it?
Sell me on this. Sell me on Twin Peaks.
Well, what about it? Obviously, you haven't heard anything that's interested you
Well,
about
I
it.
know there's a reverse talking little person or something like that.
Right.
The most that I know about Twin Peaks is when what was the main guy?
Kyle MacLachlan?
Yeah, when he hosted Saturday Night Live. That's about as far as I've gotten because of all.
Oh,
the
that one sketch?
The Twin Peak parody.
Okay.
That's about as much as I know.
Well, see, I don't know if I want to tell this story because Sam actually wants to
I know
see
some
it.
girl dies,
I'll
and
go
they're trying to
take a
figure out
piss
who's dying or something
Okay.
like that.
Okay, anybody who's watched the show probably already knows that the series finale of that show probably contains 30 minutes of the most batshit-ass crazy footage ever committed to film that was aired on network television. That's one of the craziest things about this show, that you watch this stuff later, and then you look about what network television is nowadays, and you see this, and it's not so much that it's that you can't believe it was ever on TV. You can't believe it was on AB fucking C.
That's true.
You know, it's amazing that it ever made.
But at that time, they were also playing at the same time, Stephen King TV movies, which were
And see, I
Or
really
slow
think
roll.
the very late 80s and the very early 90s were the last time they really tried to do different, quote-unquote different. where
They were more into the drama phase than
yeah, it's like
anything
they were
before.
willing to take a chance on something. Nowadays, they will not do it.
No, it's either comedy or reality shows.
And about is left to center as they get is something like Lost that is just like so homogenized. Not to diss anybody who likes Lost. I'm sure it has its ups and downs, but it was a smart show dumbed down for a network audience. You know, I think it probably.
See, I never watched Lost either.
I've seen enough of it to go, well, that's interesting, but, you know, why do you got to spoon feed every answer?
Yeah.
You know, or drop a plot completely.
Oh, it's cake.
So, my wife was out last night, or not last night, but last Friday night, last weekend.
Yeah.
And there's a podcast that's going on right now that there's these things called intro casts where it's like they get like 4 people together and 2 people have seen the series and 2 people haven't, and then they all kind of watch an episode at a time, and
Okay.
they like every episode is them kind of like discussing the episode with 2 people who've seen it before and 2 people that are new to it.
Gotcha.
It's pretty interesting. And I started rewatching Twin Peaks because of this. I've had that big fat gold box edition for years, and I've watched it probably 3 or 4 times. And then this popped up, and this would be kind of interesting to see who, you know. I think you can find them on Facebook too, Twin Peaks Podcast. So I've been rewatching it and then listening to the episode. It's something to do at work. And last weekend, I watched the series finale again. And like my wife got home from her little auction thing, and I knew full well she could not appreciate it the way that I could appreciate it. But for some reason, I just really wanted her to sit down and rewatch this with me. And given I just finished it, and I'm willing to sit down for another hour and watch this again just to gauge her reaction. And this story probably isn't going to be as funny as if you were actually there, because the look on her face as she's watching this is just priceless.
Well, I can just imagine watching her just go
Exactly.
deer in headlights kind of thing.
Very much deer in headlights, and she's seen like episodes here and there throughout the years where she catches me like rewatching the series again, and there's parts that she likes and there's parts that she doesn't like. And the funny part is like the piece of the show where people think it kind of went off the rails and kind of lost its way is like the area of the show that she kind of likes, you know?
Yeah, and that's
So-
usually the case with me in shows is
With
where
girls.
what everyone hates.
Did you say alien shows?
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
I thought for a second there you thought it was about aliens.
aliens. But no, with me in shows is like what everyone hates. Well, the part that everyone hates, I'm usually the one that likes. I don't know if I'm
Right.
on.
And I think that was a lot of
Like when Urkel was a robot.
Yeah.
that was great.
Yeah, it was great.
The Urkelbot.
Urkelbot
It's really good.
jumped the shark, but it was a great.
What about Stefan?
Stefan.
I was not a fan of
No,
Stefan.
not a fan of Stefan.
Fuck that shit.
Exactly.
Why did Urkel in either form like that girl?
I don't know.
She was not attractive.
No.
And trust me, I know sexy black women.
I'd
And that
fuck
wasn't
Carl
one of them.
Winslow before I would have fucked her.
I'm totally with you.
I would have fucked the bad guy from Die Hard.
Hello.
What about her little sister that actually ended up in porn?
C'est quoi?
The younger sister on that show.
What?
The younger sister on Family Matters ended up in porn. I don't think she did more than maybe 1 or 2 titles.
Still, that'd be just I want to see the porn with Ralphie in it from A Christmas Story. He did
What?
a little porn. That's what I hear. That's word around the campfire.
I
about
think you might be
porno.
thinking of the kid from Toy, the Richard Pryor movie.
Oh, well, him too. Fantastic.
Yeah, he definitely
he-
did porn, but Ralphie?
Not
Pretty sure
Ralphie.
Ralphie did porn.
No, because he's like a film producer now, isn't he? What's his name?
Well, the kid from the toy and the friend of Ralphie was in A Christmas Story.
Oh, is it the same kid?
Yeah, it's the same kid.
Oh, there it is.
okay.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot he was one of the buddies.
Yeah.
one was he?
He was the one. Oh, he was the one that put the tongue on the pole.
No. I think he was the other one. I don't think he's the one.
No, that.
Fucking
Google
look this
machine
up.
it.
That's
Okay.
right.
On your lookity box.
On my looking box.
Okay, I'm almost positive that the kid. There was 3 buddies in the beginning, and one of them's the one that stuck his tongue to the pole. One was the one who. Oh no! Wait a minute.
Are you about to say I'm right? You're about to say I'm right.
I just second guessed myself. Go ahead and finish looking this up because I may be wrong at this point.
Excuse me.
Because now I can see both of them with that giant icicle hanging off their tongue. But no, I think you're right.
Because the other kid, double dog, triple dog, Flick.
Yeah, no, I'm
Scott
wrong.
Schwartz.
Yep.
There he is. There's his fatness right there at age 43.
Yeah.
A toy and Christmas Story.
And then porn.
Oh, does it have a porn one listed down there?
It has
You
to
know
have
what?
something
No,
on it.
it's not even mentioned on his Wikipedia page.
What? No way.
That dude's in The Walking Dead. Jeffrey Dumont. It's Dale. Corey Haim. I wonder if he was in the porno too.
I wish.
I like his American jacket.
Well, okay.
So no, she watched it, and I made her sit through it, and she's a trooper, and she did it. But
Yeah, I'm going to digress from this conversation again. You know who I really want to see do porn?
who?
Kimmy Gibbler from Full House.
I just want to see what she looks like right now.
Dude, find it.
What, Kimmy Gibbler?
Yes.
What she
now?
looks like today.
As Kimmy Gibbler. With leg warmers and...
She's 35,
I had a
dressed up
crush
like
on
Kimmy Gibbler.
I had the crush on not the fat one, the middle one.
Stephanie?
Yes.
The meth addict?
The meth addict?
She was a meth addict?
Oh, yeah.
So she would have been easy, is what you're trying to tell me.
I'm 10 years ago, you could have got her to do whatever you wanted.
For like a rock.
Sure.
But like Bob Seger with that, like a rock.
I want you to tongue punch my fart box. Stab!
I'm glad there's not kids in the next room or anything like that, so that's good. That's
You're going to
awesome.
be walking around at school saying tongue punch my fart box.
Andrea Barber was Kimmy Gibbler, and that's not...
No picture.
Hold on.
She had that's a sweet mustache.
There's an office in my house with a door that closes. I just want you to know it's there.
I know.
Why won't they show us a picture of her?
I don't know.
What happened to her?
I don't
Was it
know.
that horrible Amish farming accident?
Yeah, Google that name and see what you get. There's
Let's
got to be
see.
at least one.
If she
current
did porno,
picture.
I'm leaving right
She
now
didn't.
and finding it.
There's no way.
I've watched enough. I remember the 80s and 90s things on Andrea Barber
Yeah.
death. What the hell?
No
Hold
way.
on.
I don't want to see that porno.
I don't think it'd be porno.
Well, she's on Twitter, so I don't think she's on. Well, I don't know.
Maybe she died recently.
The unofficial.
That looks pretty recent. What's that one on the far left?
It's not even Andrea Barber. I don't think it was.
Angel Fire,
Angel
please.
Fire,
There's
please.
nothing there. Still
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't know if that's
Wow.
now, but that's.
Not bad looking.
Not great either.
Her husband doesn't have any vowels in his last name except for that lazy one.
Well, not a husband anymore, anyway. Divorced in 2002.
Oh,
Oh no, maybe they were married. Oh, they were married September 2002. Never mind. Well, that's amazing.
Not bad looking.
Google Andrea Barber.
What do we do today? Oh, we Googled Andrea Barber, Kimmy Gibbler from Full House.
Yeah, I know she was a goofy one, but I wanted a sandwich between me and her and Stephanie. I was like an 8-year-old wanting a threesome. It's not a big deal.
Man.
Don't worry about it.
TJIF had a whole different meaning for you, I guess.
Thank God it's
Thank God it's
fuckable.
fun bags.
Thank God it's FAP time.
That time.
FAP.
Oh. Alright.
All right.
So we got any more likes?
I don't know. I think we're not anymore.
Between the Holocaust jokes and
And Kimmy Gibbler.
The handful of people that did like us have
Who's
since-
Screeching Weasel? What does that have to do with Kimmy Gibbler? No.
I'm
Go to Facebook and look us up. Tuesday Night Hootenanny. That'll get you to us.
I can hear my mustache bristling against the microphone.
We don't want that.
That's sexy.
It might be, actually.
A little bit.
We probably have some. I got a little hard. Follow us on Twitter at Tuesday Night Pod, and if you want to send us an email, which I assure you we will read and answer and or critique.
Yes, if you have questions or comments.
questions or comments, it doesn't matter what it is, good or bad.
Good or bad,
we'll
we
get
wanna
read
read
on
it.
the air.
That'd be
yes,
awesome.
and
And
that's
this is prepping you for our campaign, Show Us Your Taint.
JPEG.
We'll be handing out Dysfunction T-shirt. First show is the taint.
For the cleanest one.
Well, there can be different prizes for cleanest, dirtiest, most creative.
Most creative.
Oh no, maybe a safety pin, a balloon to your taint.
Christmas lights. The holidays are coming up.
If you can make your taint look like a turkey, I'll give you $10. I'll send it to you.
$50 if you can make it gobble.
Oh no.
And send those taint photos. Tuesday Night Hoot at gmail.com.
So bad.
Tuesday Night Hoot at gmail.com. Night is spelled the correct way. NIGHT Hoot at gmail.com. Podomatic.
Automatic. Download the podcast from there, or you can get it from iTunes. Just search Tuesday Night Hootenanny, and it'll bring it up for you. Also on Stitcher, you download the app and listen to the podcast at any time that you want. And also on the Podomatic page, there's a donate button through PayPal if you want to pay us to hear us do this even more with better equipment. And
Wow, that's never going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. But,
We want to remind you: do not, if you like your job, don't listen to this.
Yeah, do not listen to this.
Yeah.
If anyone gets fired, we are not responsible.
NSFW.
Well, yeah, I do. Well, you can.
I think we're listed as explicit.
We are
On the
listed
kid.
as explicit, so. But yeah, I've got 2 kids in the living room that heard this whole thing, so.
Don't.
I can't wait to explain what a taint is. So, on that note, we're going to call it an
You
easy.
said don't punch my. What was that?
Punch my fart
And you worried about taints?
That's true.
Your kids have taints. What the fuck?
Everybody's got a fart bod. Shannon shakes her head like she doesn't have one. We know you do.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.